Hey everyone, welcome to the Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD walkthrough. This is Chapter 6, and it will cover getting to Outset Island, doing a few things on the way in the Great Sea, and then doing some side quests on Outset Island before we get Nehru's Pearl. So remember what Tetra said in the last chapter, that we have till night, or till the morning comes before she starts to leave? Well, the morning's not going to come because the Great Sea's cursed right now. So we have time to do whatever we want, pretty much. There are some things that we can't do right now on the Great Sea that are still locked to us, and we'll have to wait till after this part. So what you want to do first is head northwest one sector. This is Northern Fairy Isle. Northern Fairy Island, I should say. And you'll be able to see it in the distance as kind of like a tower. It's got a conch shell for a, I guess, little dome. Anyways, you just want to go in there and fall in the hole, then go forward, and we'll meet the second Great Fairy. This Great Fairy will give you the first wallet upgrade, so you'll be able to hold 1,000 rupees. So yeah, we won't be stuck with holding 500 for now. Also, I won't be picking up any treasure in this chapter, so you don't have to worry about that. I will be fast forwarding quite a bit as well. Whenever I'm going past two sectors, I'll be fast forwarding, like right now. So now we want to head southeast 2 sectors, and so that'll take you past Windfall Island to another fairy island. This one is Eastern Fairy Island. So yeah, we're gonna hit up the fairies that we can in this chapter. So once here, you need bombs to enter this fairy island. So once here, make sure you pull out your bombs, and then you can blow up the rock that's blocking the door. Also note that there is a blue choo-choo here, so you can grab the blue choo jelly while you're here. And there is a Korok here, which will be important in a later side quest, although you don't really need to remember it. Also, the post box should be wiggling for you, as it is for me here, and this should just be Beetle giving you a letter saying that he has 3 really interesting items to sell: an empty bottle, a piece of part, and a treasure chart. Unfortunately, knowing Beetle, they're going to be really expensive, and of course the cheapskate only gives us 1 rupee with the package. Anyway, you want to head into the Great Fairy's fountain here, and this Great Fairy will give you your bomb bag upgrade number 1. So we'll be able to hold 60 bombs after this. So think 60 is a lot? Wait till a little bit later. But this will make the quest a lot easier, being able to hold more bombs. Now I also sped up getting to this next part, even though it's 1 sector away, because I was looking for a submarine and for some reason I couldn't find it. So I sped up to make up for the time that I missed while I was searching for it. So we want to go now southwest 1 sector. And look for the submarine that is on the west side of the reef. This is 6-Eye Reef. We'll be back here later to do some other things, but for now, just look for the submarine. Once you've found the submarine, you can go ahead and use your grappling hook to grab the joy pendants from all the pink bokoblins that are sitting on the platforms around it. So this is submarine number 3, I suppose, because there are 3 platforms, if you want to count them like that. Another thing to note about your bombs, they do give you a cannon on your ship, and if you're playing the Wii U version, all you have to do is push left on the D-pad to activate them. You don't actually have to equip them, so that's something nice that they changed. Anyways, once in the submarine, you're going to have to fight 3 moblins, but not all at once. You only have to fight 1 at a time. With each one, make sure you grapple their skull necklace off of them, just in case they don't leave behind an emblem or a skull necklace, because those are going to be important to us later on too. Also in the pots and barrels, you'll find various things. Some of them are enemies, like you saw there, the red choo-choo. I opened up another one that's just a bunch of morphs, so be careful about that. You can also try out using bombs on these guys. I don't recommend it because you have to wait for them to explode, obviously. But if they work for you, go ahead. I prefer the technique with the boomerang. After you've defeated all moblins, all 3 moblins, a ladder will appear and you can climb up that and open the treasure chest for piece of heart number 17. Once you grab the piece of heart, you can exit the submarine. And now we're going to go one more sector southwest. You can also grab joy pendants from the bokoblins again for the sake of the walkthrough. I didn't, but I would recommend it. Unless you already have 40 joy pendants, then you don't have to worry about joy pendants for the rest of the game. So this island we are coming to is Stonewatcher Island. It'll be more important later on in the game, but for right now what we're looking for is a platform. Luckily these are pretty easy to find because they stick up out of the sea. So, like the platform before, we have to defeat some enemies for a chest to appear. There should be 2 pink bokoblins at the top, but this platform has cannons on its side. What we actually want to do to get the treasure chest to appear is destroy all 8 cannons. So, bring out your cannon with your bombs, and aim for the top. You might be able to hit some of the pink bokoblins from the top, and that's nice if you do, but it's not that important. Also note that you can't control the camera while you're in cannon mode, and I'm actually making it look easier than it is. I've gotten used to the cannon controls. The cannon controls are a little weird when you first start, so if it's your first time playing the game, make sure that you hold ZR to cruise, and then the cannon won't turn, it'll stay fixed, but you can go up and down. But if you're not holding ZR, then the cannon will turn freely and you won't move at all. So just keep those controls in mind, because they're a little weird at first, but once you get used to them, they're pretty intuitive. Well, I wouldn't say intuitive. They're easy enough to get a hang of. Get the hang of, I suppose. Anyways, you can open the small chest for a red rupee, and then the large chest for piece of heart number 18. Now we have one more stop to go to before we head to Outset Island. So we're going to go southeast one sector. So here it is, another fairy isle. Also, the route that we took is kind of a diagonal route. I haven't been opening up my map as much. I probably should have, but if you've been following my narrative directions, you should be fine. Also, as always, I recommend mapping out your sea chart as you go. Here on South Fairy Isle, you'll need bombs again to get in. There are large planks blocking the door this time, so just place a bomb down and wait for it to explode, then head right on in. This Great Fairy will give you the second bomb bag upgrade, which will let you hold 99 bombs. Yeah, 99. You won't be running out anytime soon. So after you get your bomb bag upgrade, you can head back to the King of Red Lions, and then we're going to head to Outset Island, which is one sector south and 2 sectors west. But that is the end of part A, so I will see you guys again when we get to part B at Outset Island. Oh, one last thing before I leave you guys too. While you're sailing around, if you see a cyclone, make sure you avoid it. Do not get caught into that, because there's nothing you can do about it right now, and like a large cyclone, not just a small tornado, but a large cyclone. If you run into that, it will throw you across the Great Sea, and it's pretty annoying. There's nothing you can do about it right now. So, see you in part B.